In real estate, many people use the word unique, but Belmont is truly unique. If you like tree-lined streets, winding roads, neighborhoods that have tons of privacy and lush landscaping, parks, top-tier schools, and good value for your dollar, Belmont is going to be your spot. I'm going to show you why I think Belmont is awesome, what it's like to live here, and what our real estate is like. Belmont is bordered by San Mateo to the north, the 280 freeway to the west, Redwood Shores to the east, and San Carlos to the south, and it's about halfway between San Francisco and San Jose, so it's pretty convenient for people who work in the valley and in the city. What makes Belmont so different from its neighbors? Mainly because the town is in the hills, it has a heavily wooded feel, and many homes have killer views of the peninsula. And most of Belmont does not have sidewalks, there's no streetlights, and the streets aren't too trick-or-treatable. However, two neighborhoods, the Belmont Woods neighborhood and the Hallmark area up near 280 and 92, and the Homeview neighborhood near 101, both have sidewalks. And in fact, in 2017, the city's planning commission updated its development standards that require sidewalks for any new homes. So people who buy homes in Belmont here, they love it for what it offers, and for others, they might choose a nearby town. I'm Raziel, Ungar, and I've ranked in the top 5 agents in San Mateo County. Every day, my team and I help buyers and sellers just like you looking to make a smooth move into or within San Mateo County, and I'd love to be your peninsula real estate resource. Feel free to shoot me a text or call, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. Compared to nearby San Carlos, San Mateo, and Burlingame, Belmont doesn't really have a typical downtown. However, it's close to those areas, so there's lots of shopping, dining, and activities to choose from. Belmont does have a couple nice areas that you can shop at, but they're not really what I call a spot where you'd go for a date night, have a bite to eat, and walk around. The first of the two shopping areas in Belmont is Carmont Village Shopping Center, which is right at the intersection of Ralston and Alameda, which has about 45 shops and restaurants. It has a bike shop, hardware store, and Lunardi's Market. Lunardi's is an awesome locally owned grocery store known for their very high-end quality. The other shopping spot is Belmont Village, which is at the corner of Ralston and El Camino, which has a few shops, a Safeway, restaurants, and the very famous Slice House Pizza. I just felt like I really had to show you this spot of Slice House Pizza right behind me. Tony Giamatti, the owner, he's a 13-time world pizza champion, so let's go on in and grab a quick slice. That is some really good pizza. Sauce is super fresh. There's like melted cheese all over the bread. I'm in heaven. There's two more really good food spots while I'm talking about that I do need to tell you about. One is a casual Mediterranean spot called Falafel, which is on Ralston, a few blocks west of El Camino. And another really good restaurant, which is a little bit more formal, is the Iron Gate, which has been around since the 50s, and it's one of the oldest restaurants on the peninsula. It's more of a formal white linen restaurant that blends more traditional French and Italian cuisine, and that place is pretty good. Now just to give you a brief overview on Belmont's rich history. It dates back a long time ago to William Ralston, who was the founder of the Bank of California and the builder of the Palace Hotel in San Francisco, who built his summer house Ralston Hall at the current site of Notre Dame University, and it's believed that the name Belmont comes from the Italian Belmonte, meaning beautiful mountain. Now I want to tell you about some of the fun things that happen around Belmont. So right in the main area off Ralston is Twin Pines Park. There's a creek that runs through the park, and there's lots of picnic areas and shade plus some short trail. It's a 19-acre park, and it also houses the Belmont Historical Society Museum, Belmont Parks and Rec, and the Senior and Community Center. It's pretty popular for people who like to go out for a picnic and go to different various community events throughout the year, including free music in the park, and the farmers market, which is also nearby at the Caltrain station right near the Safeway parking lot. If you're into the outdoors, Belmont is absolutely going to check the box. There's 14 parks here that are spread throughout the town, which is really impressive, especially when you consider there's just 5 neighborhoods in Belmont. However, there's a huge canyon that spreads things out and gives the town a really relaxed, leafy feel. My favorite spot to go for a hike is Water Dog Lake, where there's a few miles of trails that are super popular for walkers, hikers, and mountain bikers. I've actually been hiking there dozens of times over the years, and you feel like you're just removed from civilization, even though there's a bunch of houses that kind of dot the perimeter of the trail. If you're wondering how did Water Dog Lake get its name, it's actually named after a type of local species of salamander. 2 other popular parks in Belmont are Hidden Canyon Park and San Juan Canyon. Another pretty popular spot is Movement, which used to be called Planet Granite, and it's actually the largest indoor climbing gym on the whole peninsula with over 19,000 feet of climbing space that reaches up to 45 feet high. Now let's talk about the schools. Belmont is widely known for its top-ranked school system. It has 4 public elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school. The elementary schools here are Central Elementary, Cipriani Elementary, Fox Elementary, and Nesbitt Elementary. And then there's Ralston Middle School and Carmont High School. Carmont High School also draws from the northern part of San Carlos, hence the name Carmont. Belmont also has several private schools: Notre Dame Elementary, Immaculate Heart of Mary, which is pre-K through 8th, Notre Dame High School, which is an all-girls school, and Serendipity School. Let's talk about real estate in Belmont. Belmont has about 6,500 homes, and the general price range for a home here is about $1.6 to over $4 million. The average sales price in Belmont last year was $2.2 million, and the median was about the same at $2,190,000. A lot of the value in Belmont is going to be determined whether you're on a flat lot or in a lot that has a slight slope or has a pretty big slope because it's on the side of a hill. Pricing in Belmont can vary $500,000 to $1 million or more just based on the topography of the lot. So homes that are flatter are going to sell for much more of a premium. Many homes will have garages or main living areas that are not on the same level as the yard, which some like but can also feel a bit of a disadvantage if you're imagining yourself in your kitchen, be able to walk into your yard. Just something to keep in mind if you're buying in Belmont. If you're targeting a home with a flat yard, then you'll be looking at the most expensive neighborhood in Belmont, which is Belmont Woods, or also called Hallmark. It's right at the top of the hill where I am now, near Ralston and 280. We're kind of plateaus, so you can get a neighborhood with normal sidewalks, homes on flatter and oversized lots, and some homes with pretty amazing views. I sold a couple homes in this neighborhood in Hallmark that were a massive 10,000 square foot lots or so that were over 3,000 square feet with fantastic open floor plans, amazing bay views, and great flow to the yard. There's also about 1,000 homes in the neighborhood, and last year had a median sales price of $3.2 million, which makes it the most expensive neighborhood in Belmont, but also one of the most expensive neighborhoods in the whole peninsula. The neighborhood is also surrounded by Water Dog Lake. At the opposite end of the price range in Belmont, the most affordable neighborhood will be Homeview and Sterling Downs, where homes will start around $1.3 million and go up to about $2 million. And most of those homes are going to be more cute, one-level ranch-style homes, which have excellent floor plans. And for the other neighborhoods in Belmont, like Haskin Estates and Carmont, you can expect to see homes with average pricing in the mid $2 million range, but most homes in these areas that sell for $3 million and up are usually at least 2,500 square feet with open floor plans, 4 bedrooms, and a yard on the same level as the home. There's also a significant premium in Belmont for homes with yards that are on the same level as the main part of the home, which is no surprise. If you're looking at condos and townhomes, there's a couple complexes that I really like. The first is on Davy Glen. It's a really nice older building with condos ranging in price from about $550,000 to the mid $800K range. My favorite townhome spot in Belmont is on Live Oak Way, which has a really nicer and newer townhome complex with super modern floor plans. For more about cities in San Mateo County, check out this video. And if you're considering a move within or to San Mateo County, give me a call or shoot me a quick email. My contact info is below, and I'm ready to help give you a grand tour in person and help you make a smooth move within or to San Mateo County.